shot the shit out of him today.
Go. 3, 2, 1.
Boom, and welcome to the Big Honker Podcast, brought to you by 14 Cattle Company. I'm Jeff Stanfield.
I'm Andy Shaver, 14 Cattle Company, huh?
Yep.
You're going to meet the difference?
Yep, they've got a special right now, too, about an eighth of a beef.
I saw that. What was it for, like, Thanksgiving?
I guess.
He said an eighth of a beef would be perfect for Thanksgiving, so.
There you go. Order you an eighth of a beef. With us today, my old neighbor before he left us to go live up on Snob Hill. The man from Paint Creek, Texas, probably the first person from Paint Creek on a podcast. Would you guess?
I don't know. There's some of them out there that might beat me.
Mr. Colin Howeth. How you doing, bud?
Doing great. How are y'all today?
Also in our fantasy football league.
Yes.
And Andy's football coach, the Bo Schembechler of junior high school football. I had two boys play junior high football for you, and I think in those two boys of playing junior high football, I think you went 40-0.
Had a lot of good years through there for sure.
Yeah.
Those junior. I guess that's something to be known for.
Yeah.
Successful junior high football.
That's right. It's like the state JV football coach.
Right.
We all got to be known for something.
Well, no, Zach played 3 years of junior high, not because he's stupid. He got to play at sixth grade also, but they lost one game his senior year against
Sixth grade.
His eighth grade year.
His eighth grade year. Yeah,
And
they lost to Throckmorton.
Yep. With Zach without a broken foot, I think y'all win that game.
Yeah,
If Zach was
good
healthy.
chance. It was a close game. I think.
It was a real close game. But so y'all went. You lost one game in 5 years coaching my boys. I don't know why the hell you're not coaching at University of Texas, because that jackass they got doesn't need to be there.
Just a hell of a junior high program.
Yeah. Was it the coaching or the talent, you think?
Oh, it's definitely the talent. Because the guy before me was very successful too. So
No, not your level. No, not at all. Who's the better athlete, Zach or Andy?
I'll answer that for you, Zach. It was Zach. Don't make our guests nervous.
Right,
100% it was Zach. But
Zach's probably a better athlete.
Because you coached him all the way through high school. Who was the better worker?
Andy by far.
If Zach would have had Andy's work ethic, Zach could have really done some things, couldn't he have?
Yeah, he did not take it near as serious.
No.
no.
Now, who was more fun, though? Who had more fun?
Depending on what side of the ball you were on that.
Who had more fun?
Zach had more fun.
Yes.
I don't know if coaches had more fun with Zach.
No, not at all.
He was all about the good time, though.
Oh, yeah, he loved it.
And now he's totally opposite. So now he's Mr. Discipline.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's crazy.
He's no fun to be around.
The jiu-jitsu's like completely conformed him.
Oh, got cauliflower ear and everything,
Yep.
yeah.
He loves that, too.
Yeah.
He loves it. He's taking Snapchats of it, him getting out of the shower with the cauliflower ear.
Oh.
He's all about it right now.
He went to a contest, I guess, in Lubbock last week, and he come back and his ear was fucking beet red, and you could see it throbbing almost.
Yeah.
And I thought, fuck, that's got to be miserable.
He took I guess it was right after that. It was like on Monday, and it was just as red as these buttons and right here in this coffee mug.
I thought, there is no way in hell.
No.
Just does not look fun. Okay.
You know what? Hold on, before we do the pick'em.
All right.
Somebody asked him at the hospital, does that cauliflower ear grow in your ear?
No,
like
no.
actual cauliflower?
It says, is that where cauliflowers come from? Do they grow in your ears?
That's what she asked?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
It was smarter the way that I phrased
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
No, that's what she asked.
So she asked
She
if
thought that cauliflower grew in people's ears.
Oh, my God.
And she's going to be an employee out here. She used to work here, and she's going to work part-time for us. And she's working Friday night.
Oh, we're going to have fun with that thing.
Yeah. That'll be a good time.
She's not going to enjoy the banner from that.
So she thought that we ate cauliflower that came out of other people's ears.
Yes. And she's not even blonde.
No, just stupid.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, let's get into this.
What's the standings?
Standings are Andy's got is 80. You're 85 and 50, but I'm 90 and 45, and the guests are 90 and 45. So you're still 5 games back.
I can't get anything to go right this year.
Okay.
I get Michael Thomas in an epic trade. Doesn't even play.
I don't know what he's got A.J. Brown, Michael Thomas, and Julio Jones. Why would you start Matt Stafford? I would start them 3 wide receivers every week. Every week I'd start all 3 wide receivers. I wouldn't even – Matt Stafford would have cobwebs on his ass before he'd get off the bench.
He's going to throw for a lot of yards, though, every
You
week.
know it. He's going to throw for
When
that.
it's all said and done, those 3 guys are going to have more points than he has.
I don't think so.
We'll document it from this point on the rest of the year, and you're going to wish you – okay, who you benching this week then?
What are you talking about?
Who you said?
Julio's on a bye.
Okay. When
Makes
they
it
all
easy.
3 play the next week, who are you going to put? See, that's where you get in a problem because you're going to put one of them's going to have 38 points, the other one's going to have 16 points, but it equals out higher than what Matthew Stafford is. You're going to regret it. Okay, let's get into this because Colin's got stuff to do.
Go.
Do we want to tell people what you do for a living?
Sure.
He's a male stripper. Superintendent of our schools.
Yeah.
Does a great job. Spending money at our school. Things are looking nice.
That's right.
A lot of improvements around here. You've done a great job.
I appreciate it.
As a taxpayer in the community, I have no bitches with you at all. I haven't had
always
one time.
good.
I also don't have no kids in school no more.
Right.
So I really don't.
Yeah, you don't have a dog
I'm
in the
not.
fight.
No, not at all.
Yep.
Those people that get out, their kids got school, and they always constantly bitching about stuff. They need to get freaking lives. They need vacations and to go do shit. Okay,
Who's
here.
picking first? I picked first last
It's
week.
my pick first. The guest always picks last. Indiana at Tennessee. Tennessee's a favorite. I'm taking Tennessee.
I will also go Tennessee.
Me as well.
Okay, Houston at Cleveland. This game has got
Houston at Cleveland.
Houston at Cleveland. This
Cleveland
game
the
is
favorite?
ugly. Yes, because I don't ever know what Cleveland team's going to show up. I think without Odell Beckham, Cleveland's a better football team because they seem to not. Baker plays better because he ain't got somebody bitching at him all the time. In Houston, Deshaun Watson, boy, what a waste of money he is. All that
that's
talent.
That's how it's gone.
It's
This
my
team.
quarterback now.
He's good, but what a waste of time. I mean, he's that to be as good as he is on a team as horrible as they are all the time. I'm gonna have to take. God Almighty. I'm gonna take Houston.
And Cleveland's favorite?
Yes.
I'm taking Cleveland because I got Austin Hooper on the waiver wire.
I'll take Houston.
Do you want to make that your upset?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, that's Colin's upset. Okay, Washington at Detroit. Oh, boy, it's another one. Detroit finds ways to lose. Washington just loses.
They got Alex Smith going.
Yeah.
I don't even have a mascot. I mean, come on.
They're just football teams.
That's right.
They're still the Redskins to me. I'm going to take. God Almighty.
It's 50-50.
I know. I'm trying to think. I don't want to lose to you when this is all said and done. I'm going to take. I'm going to take DC.
I said I would never pick Detroit again.
You're taking Detroit.
I'm taking Detroit. Matt Stafford.
I'm going with Detroit because the NFCs can't win a game.
That
Not
is
against
true.
nobody else except the Cowboys.
That is true.
Jacksonville at Green Bay. This ain't even close. Green Bay.
Green
Green
Bay.
Bay.
Green Bay. Pretty simple.
Philly at New York. I'm taking Philly.
Have the Giants won a game this year?
They've won 2 games.
I'm going Giants.
I'll go with New York on that one as well.
Who's the favorite there?
Philly.
That'll be my upset.
Tampa Bay at Carolina. I'm going to take Brady. He ain't going to dog it 2 weeks in a row.
Brady.
Yeah, no way 2 weeks in a row.
Not happening.
Well, he's catching shit all over the place for that.
Should be.
Yeah, but he played shitty the first game. Then he had 5 games in a row. He was lights out. And then he's going to have a bad game every once in a while.
Somebody said, like, if you look at his career, he has a bad game every season, and then he just runs the table
Right.
Well, he ain't going to run the table, I don't
to the
think.
Super Bowl.
Well, he's going to have to go through New Orleans to do it then. I think New Orleans just matches up well with them. Their defensive line just tears their offensive line up. Okay, Denver at Las Vegas. I'm going to take the Raiders.
Oh, I'm going to take the Raiders.
Raiders.
L.A. Chargers against Miami. In Miami. And I'm taking the Dolphins.
I'm going to take the Chargers. I got to make some games up.
I'm with the Chargers as well.
Buffalo at Arizona. I'm taking, my upset is Buffalo. And that's what I'm taking.
Arizona's favored?
Yep.
Over Buffalo.
That's what you told me when you did the odds.
No, I didn't. Arizona at Buffalo?
Buffalo's at Arizona.
Wait a second. We got some discrepancies.
I'll take Buffalo. I'm a Josh Allen fan.
He's good. He's
Okay. I'm sorry. Buffalo at Arizona. No, Arizona's a favorite. What the hell? Who would make these odds?
Every podcast
Who would make these odds? I'm taking Buffalo as well.
He's always got to get the phone out and check.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's always
Fact
wrong.
Fact checker.
Yeah.
And he's always wrong.
Well, I couldn't remember what I told you.
Seattle at the Rams. And I'm going to take Seattle.
Seattle. If they get dogged 2 weeks in a row, not good.
San Francisco at New Orleans. I'm taking New Orleans.
New Orleans.
New Orleans. San Francisco's too beat up.
Cincinnati at Pittsburgh. Now, I'm going to dig Cincinnati, especially since they don't know if Big Ben's going to play.
They don't know? He's on the COVID list?
I wouldn't let fucking Mason Rudolph coach the junior high team you used to coach. Quarterback the team.
Quarterback that team?
Hell no. He's fucking horrible. I mean, when he goes in, like last week when he went in for that one series, you can just see everybody on the fucking team. There's like, fire up the bus. We're leaving, coach. I mean, fucking it's horrible.
I'm going to say Roethlisberger does play because I'm rooting for my friend here. It's his quarterback on his fantasy football team, so I'm taking Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I'm hoping Roethlisberger plays, so I'll go with Pittsburgh.
Now, if he doesn't,
Even if he plays, I think Cincinnati's going to win. Pittsburgh is not as good as their 8-0 record, I don't think.
Right.
I mean, they looked horrible against it. They're the only team that couldn't score points on Dallas's defense.
so far this year,
That's true.
Now, Pittsburgh has a really good defense, and Garrett Gilbert kind of made them look. And they lost Devin Bush, but Pittsburgh just does not look like they're a punch-in-the-face type of team, and Cincinnati's not that way. Cincinnati's going to score 28 points. They fucking sling the ball all over the place. They've scored on everybody.
Yep.
Joe Burrow has been so much better than what I thought he would be.
Right. Yeah, he's performed pretty well.
Him and Justin Herbert, both two great rookie quarterbacks.
Right.
And Tua looked good against Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
Was you surprised by that?
I didn't watch much of the game.
I didn't
Boy,
either.
he can sling the ball. Got a quick release on him. Looks like Andy back in his day, except he's faster and quicker and taller and can throw the ball further. Okay.
I pulled a muscle in my core. I was playing catch with Reese and my nephew the other day, and I was just humming it, just 75 yards in the air because it was one of those little footballs, and you could just fling it.
75 yards, huh?
That's how I pulled my core muscle.
75 yards.
Jeff, I was on the other end of the block, and I was just it was like a missile coming out of my hand.
Who's catching the ball?
Well, nobody was. They couldn't handle the speed and the accuracy.
And the accuracy.
I was on a dime every time, Jeff. Every time, but I did.
Uncle Rico over here.
I did. I woke up the next day and I kind of moved and I was like, "Oh, what is that?"
That whole aging thing.
What is
It's
that?
catching up to you.
But Reese was so impressed that I could throw it so far.
You know what you should do then, because they got that old timers game that Clay and them play in Archer City.
No.
You got to go sign up and play with that.
No. Listen, I'm not doing anything recreational with Clay because at his Christmas and Thanksgivings, they chase each other with switches.
I saw that. Did you see that?
No.
They beat each other with switches. They do a game.
Everybody gets it's the Reed family tradition. They all pick a switch from a tree and just
Beat the shit out
That
of
sounds
each
like
other.
a great time.
waylay
Oh,
one another.
Could you imagine be the boyfriend come over and
Right.
dating the daughter?
Right.
Be like, fuck, I'm out
What
on
is
that
going
shit.
on here?
I got to go early.
Yeah.
What time's the switches coming out? I'm going to
Yeah.
leave.
I got another thing to get to.
I mean, he's tougher than shit.
Mm-hmm.
And they probably started when those kids are 2 and 3, you know?
Right.
He's got whelps all over him. Yeah, we had Christmas. You know,
Yeah.
some people have Festivus. We have a switch fight.
So I'm out with anything on Clay.
Baltimore at New England. Do we even need to take anybody taking New England here?
No, Baltimore.
Andy?
I'll take New England.
Wow.
Make it
It's
up. It's trying to make up some ground.
It's at New England, right?
I wouldn't give a shit if they played on Mars. New England should got beat by the Jets.
Well, they were in New York.
They don't have a good quarterback. They don't have a Rex Burkhead's their leading rusher right now, I think, maybe.
Give me New England.
Okay. Minnesota, I don't know why I'm trying to talk you out of it. Minnesota at Chicago. Minnesota's favorite. I'm taking the Bears, and I almost made that my upset pick.
Is Dalvin going to run for 200 yards again?
Probably so. You have him, don't you?
Yeah, he's been.
Yeah, every
he's
time
been very beneficial.
I
to
played
my
you the other
team.
day, you had 55 points with him.
Yeah.
I played him last week. He had 50.
Yeah.
I am going to take Minnesota. You're a popular man right now.
Yeah.
I'm going Minnesota.
Okay.
I do love Chicago though. So
Yeah. They're a fun team to
Yeah.
watch. I'm ready for when Green Bay plays Chicago. We'll get a clear picture of the NFC North. Who are you texting, Jeff? This is almost over. You couldn't wait another
Mags
2
and
minutes?
Rustin.
Okay, we'll just chill.
I let them know I was doing a podcast.
Okay, good.
All right, so Minnesota, Chicago, and Minnesota. I'm taking Chicago, and y'all both took Minnesota, right?
Right.
Okay.
I think so.
Minnesota is going to backdoor into the playoffs if people don't watch out. They're getting their stuff together like they did last year. The starting defense is starting to come around. Kirk Cousins ain't throwing 6 interceptions a game. And Chicago's got problems.
Dalvin Cook is exactly what Kirk Cousins needs.
Yes, he
Yeah.
does. He is
Yeah.
a freaking stud.
Just hand the ball off and
yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Do you think the Cowboys regret giving Zeke 17 or 18 million a year?
My question on that is like, I feel like Pollard outperforms when he's in the game.
Yeah.
Zeke,
I've never really been a big Zeke fan as much as some people, and I'm a Cowboys fan big time.
he is the ugliest man in the NFL.
Yeah.
Zeke.
He's a mouth breather.
Yeah.
You ever see him on the sidelines? Got the mouth open.
Yeah.
Got the fucking gold hanging out of his nose and
Yep.
shit. I think they have big issues. I would think seriously they would think about trying to trade him, but I don't think nobody wants a $17 million running back.
Yeah, who's going to pick that tab up? That's the thing.
Yeah. If you put him behind a team with a really good offensive line, he's really good.
Mm-hmm.
But he's not Dalvin Cook. He don't have the explosiveness those
Right.
guys. Has he had a 20-yard run this year?
I don't know. I mean, a lot of the guys around the league have proven you don't have to have that guy, though. I
Right.
mean, Aaron Jones is one of them at Green Bay.
Yeah,
he
but
plays
he's-
well all the time, but he's not like
He's fixing to get paid though.
yeah.
He's very good.
He's
he might
very
be
good.
him and Dalvin Cook.
They're
might be
very
the-
similar.
Yes.
But I just think whenever you handcuff your team to that guy, and he's not going to live the second contract out.
No.
Like if it's 4 or 5 years, he's not going to make that. So I mean, you're better off signing him to a 2 or 3 year deal, and then just at the end of that, seeing where you're at. But everybody wants this long 6-year deal, and running backs that's not their shelf life.
Dallas should.
Zeke is
let
not
him
going to
go.
get any better than he is right now.
No.
You're not going to see. There's not a Zeke 2.0.
No, quarterbacks
next
do
coming years.
improve as they play. They get smarter and smarter. Except for Phillip Rivers, he's fucks up just as much now as he did when he was a rookie.
Right.
But that's the desperation for quarterbacks is it's 38-year-old Phillip Rivers who throws 2-3 interceptions in vital times during the year still has a job.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think Indianapolis is any better now than they were when Jacoby Brissett was quarterbacking.
No.
But Zeke, if Dallas would not have signed Zeke, they'd be at the same spot that they're in now, record-wise, the last 2 years, I think.
Right.
He hasn't won them many games. I mean, and
I agree.
But to pay that kind of money for him for the next 4 years or 3 years is ridiculous.
And then now we're going to see what they do with Dak because they're going to have a early draft pick.
And he's got if they franchise Dak again, if they franchise Dak, I think he's going to get $38 million a year.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
$38 million with an offensive line with like that. So who knows? All right, I know you got a business meeting to go to. You're a busy man.
I'm good.
Busy guy.
Any changes coming in Texas with the schools?
You know, I wish there was some changes coming with all the COVID stuff. This is getting it's crazy. So
You know when Lewis Beatty retired, he had 25 years not really dealing with shit, and since he's retired, you've had one thing after another.
yeah, he's told me that a million times. Like he dealt with less than 23 years, and I've dealt with him 3.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
The COVID stuff. What your gut feeling? You think our kids are going to graduate from school this year? Do you think? Here's they're graduate. Here's what my concern is. If Biden does get in as president, I think he's going to shut everything down for 3 months. I don't know why I say 3 months, but I just figure he's going to go 90 days to 120 days. Them poor senior class, them kids got screwed out of everything,
Oh yeah, I got
And your daughter's
I got
a
one
senior.
in it. Yeah. Yep.
and they have gotten screwed out of everything.
Because they got screwed out of their junior year,
Yeah.
too. And the junior year's a lot of fun.
I know with our kids, like you can see it. Like even with like Gracie, like she could care less. She would just rather at this point move on to college. Like she's
She's
done
over it.
essentially.
And our kids have had it. Like in
Yeah.
the Northeast we went, a lot of those kids aren't even in school yet.
Yeah.
They haven't been in school for almost a year now.
yeah.
And how far behind are they going to be, especially the little kids? You can't distance learn with a kindergartner in
Right.
first and second grade. They don't get nothing out of that.
Right. It's definitely the little ones that hurt the
Yeah.
most. I think.
Even Dylan told us about her mom. She goes, "My mom's not really good at math."
That's great.
I said, "Well, that's trouble in first grade and kindergarten.
Right.
Now, if you were in seventh grade, we'd be all in trouble."
Right.
Why haven't the teachers come up with an online teacher that does tutoring online, making cash?
You know, in some bigger districts, they're able to do stuff like that. Like they'll have one teacher in their district that's just assigned to all those online kids.
No, I'm talking about a teacher start their own
Oh, start
tutoring
their own
business online.
business, yeah.
To me,
That's
you'd
what
be
I'm talking
cashing in on that.
Yeah.
If you was a math teacher or something,
Right.
hey, algebra online, I charge $50 an hour, and they have 4 or 5 kids an hour in their class.
Right.
Someone out there's like, son of a bitch, I should have been doing that.
Is that legal, though?
Why wouldn't it be? It's private
Yeah, I
tutoring.
mean, they can do tutoring.
I mean, I think that's a good idea. All right, let's get off here. Thank y'all for listening. God bless y'all. Have a great weekend.
Is that it, Jeff?
That's it.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Unless you got something else you want to say.
Appreciate it being here.